Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video and a new week. I'm fresh back off of holiday and I'm not gonna lie, I'm missing the pool already. I'm missing them all-inclusive cocktails. But this week we are absolutely flat out, from pressure washing to big garden tidy ups. So look, without further delay, let's get straight into it. So here we are at the first job, and if you are a regular viewer, you're going to recognise this, but this is the plot, and it has gone absolutely mental with the rain and the heat. I mean, the weeds are, well, they're tall, and it's even longer around the back. So Samuel's going to go around and trim all the areas that I need him to before I can get in and do the mowing, or where I can't get the mower, I should say. But yeah, I don't know if to be honest, I don't know if the mower's going to do it. I think it should be fine, but I think we're going to have to cut it high and cut it a few times just to get it down. It's very long. Let's see how we get on. So, sort of part way through this, it is so thick and long here. Again, I say it all the time, but this is kind of struggling now. But I'm having to do half the width as a pass, just to try and cope with it. But obviously you can see that some bits are obviously taller than the mower. Samuel's going around basically trimming the whole perimeter around the trees. Again, basically just where the mower can't reach around the trees and things like that. Down the side in delicate areas. But yeah, this has been, I think it's either 5 or 6 weeks since this has been cut. But slowly making progress, probably going to be here a little bit longer than what we usually are. Usually here for about an hour and a half. I think I'm going to go over this quite a few times just to try and get it down, if it'll allow me. But yeah, we're doing good. So here we go, all done, all mowed. I went over this time 5 times, up, down, left, right, corner to corner, trimmed all around there, and then what we've done over here is put in a couple of stakes and a couple of mats that the customer asked for. Yeah, all good. There's a few other little jobs that we've got to do here, but that is the first job ticked off. Right, here we go. Here is our second job of the day. This house is up for sale, and as you can see, everything's gone a little bit mental grass-wise, but they just want the lawns doing. There's a top section here, middle section, bottom section. So again, Samuel's going to go around, trim all the edges, and I'm probably going to have to cut this on a high and then keep bringing it down. But yeah, I reckon this is probably going to take us best part of an hour. We've got to bag everything as we go. So yeah, all good. So there we go, one-off tidy for an estate agent to make this look a little bit more appealing, shall I say. Typically the hater, the roller has gone on it. I think all the gearbox or whatever's gone on it. So this was a bit of a push job, all uphill, not very good. But anyway, we've cut, striped, trimmed, and that is us done on this job. Good morning, welcome to Tuesday. We're back at this property where we came here in September to do a massive tidy up. Do you remember? They were going to have their wedding party here, so we came in and we cleared the lot, and I'll be honest, I don't think it's been touched since. It looks like they've had a robot mower installed that clearly isn't working. But yeah, if you can see behind me, everything's just gone mental. Loads of nettles, all the weeds. So yeah, we're going to do the usual tidy up here. Hedge cutting of these yews and this sort of mixed holly and privet and sycamore hedge. There's these borders to trim up. Now, last time they said don't worry about trimming up these buxus hedges, but you know what? I think this time I'm going to give it a bit of a cut. And I think in here they've got the dreaded caterpillar. Yeah, quite a few, and I can see over in that corner there that they have been eaten. And then, yeah, on the patio, there's loads of weeds to pull out. There's this sedge grass. I absolutely hate this. So probably just give that a trim back. All this needs pulling out. And yeah, I'm going to get Samuel up on the hedges today. I've not seen his hedge cutting yet since he's worked for me. So this will be a test to see how confident he is, how good he is, and go from there. And then all these borders along the front are being dug out. And along the front here, we're just going to get rid of all this weed grass in here, tidy up the front of the curbs. There's loads of weeds in here. And there we go. Look, you can tell that this hasn't been since September because it's just so long. I think this side here, I think I've driven past once and it's been cut. But yeah, everything is in desperate need. Everything has just gone crazy, which is why I'm going to put him on the spot now. I've called in reinforcements from Matt's Mowing. So basically, Matt is my postman and he started up a little gardening company and he does tidy ups, he does pressure washing, bit like us. So Matt's come in today. Say hello, Matt.
Hello.
So yeah, Matt's come in today to give us a hand. Say again. Called in the cavalry, yeah. Many hands make light work. The other boys should hopefully be here soon. But yeah, many hands make light work. We're going to smash this out today. We put 2 days on it just in case. So let's get some tools out and let's get going. Wow, wow, wow. It's hot. It is 28 degrees here in Surrey today. I haven't actually done a lot of filming this afternoon because I had an appointment to go to, and also the camera was overheating in the sun. In this garden, there is no shade. Well, now there is a little bit beyond that hedge. Anyway, we have done a great job. So all the buxes and all the box hedging has been done and edged and weeded. Apparently the customer doesn't actually like them, so they're not really fussed about how they look, but I think these could be incredible, especially this middle section when it grows up. Yeah, this was full of ground elder, and we kind of explained that we would do what we can, but again, it could probably do with weed killing off. So yeah, there's still quite a lot to do, and then tomorrow we're back and we've got to weed all along here, down here. These just need another trim, really. That's the problem with employing so many guys. I find that they jump from job to job rather than going, right, concentrate on this, because look, this one hasn't even been cut. So concentrate on this and do that. But they sort of flicker between jobs. Anyway, that's probably part of my fault for not directing them, maybe. Anyway, Yews have all been done. This yew, and Samuel has done that holly hedge at the back. The chicken coop has been weeded. This is Frederica. Would you like to say anything to the guys on YouTube? That would be a no then. So, stat report for the end of Tuesday. We have still got a hell of a lot of work to do. There's so much, as you've seen, out the back to do, but there's twice as much out the front to do. There's loads of shrubs behind my van that need doing. The front version he's doing. We're going to weed this gravel area. Customers said they're not too worried because they've got like school leavers, people during the summer that will come and help pull out the weeds. So that's a weight off my mind. But one of the guys has done a fantastic job on pulling out all the grasses in that border, turned over the border. And yeah, we just got to get it looking a little bit tidier. So that is all good. I'm off to do some quotes now, and then I'll join you at pressure washing job tomorrow. Welcome to a wet Wednesday. You can hear in my voice how impressed I am. Right, I'm going to crack on because it is starting to chuck it down, but we're here today to jet wash this block paving. It hasn't been done in 10 years, but my first issue is I can't actually get the pressure washer all the way down to the bins. Everything's at a bit of a stretch, but I'm hoping this is going to come up really well. I think my only issue is going to be it's going to flood here. But I've got a mud sucker that I brought, so hopefully that will be all right. Well, there we go then. 10 years worth of dirt, grime and weeds all gone. There's a few bits I've got to finish off. It doesn't want to seem to dry in that corner, so I've left a little pile there that we'll brush in on Wednesday. But I'm sure you can agree with me that this is looking so much better. I was worried about it clogging up here, so I basically spent £200 on a mud sucker system that I didn't need. It was going to pump it out there if needs be. But yeah, as mentioned on Instagram, I just did a post that I couldn't get the oil stain up. So because we're here every other Wednesday anyway, I might have a look at treating that. But yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks pretty good. Now I'm off to buy more materials for another pressure washing job on Friday. The boys are still at that job that we were at yesterday. They're finishing off there. So it just gives me a bit of breathing space to kind of sort out the rest of the week. So I'll see you a bit later. Good afternoon. Finishing up on this big job that we started yesterday. And yeah, we're there now. I'm going to give you a sort of like a bird's eye view from up here. So hedges were all done. We shaped up these buxus and gave them a nice edge. The choices were trimmed. All the patio has been weeded to the ability that we can. I mean, it needs a pressure wash, but might be able to upsell that. And then, yeah, coming around here, all the weeds are gone from here. So yeah, these are the buxus that I clipped up yesterday. They need a lot of work. I haven't taken them too hard. This section here needs to grow, but I think I said to you yesterday that the client isn't actually that fussed about them. So, you know, we'll probably just be back here in a few months, maybe trim them up again. I'm going to try again to upsell our maintenance package to this client. They got a robot mower, but it's broken. But there we go. So we come through into the secret garden, as I call it. Again, hedges are done, yew trees or yew hedges are done. We've just got to strim up behind the back of the chicken coop, but everything else is done in this section. And then, yeah, came round and edged the front here, or edged the paving, weeded all of this out the back here. And yeah, everything is good. It's a shame that this doesn't work, because this would be amazing right about now. And then, yeah, the lads have done a really good job tidying up here. Looks really good. All of this has been weeded and tidied up. The logs have been stacked. So yeah, really happy with the progress. We're still finishing out the front. Got a bit of weeding to do, bit of tidying, and then we're done. Good morning, everybody. We are on another garden tidy up. One that I got contacted on about 3 weeks ago to come in and take a look, prune up some borders, prune up the trees, hedges, grass, and everything like that. So yeah, we've got this border here. Might just take the tops out of these trees. Big rose bed to prune, and you kind of see that the grass and the weeds are going into the borders. So that's that. Exactly the same this side, and a big hedge along the back here. Take back quite hard. A lot of it is just brambles and a vine and an ivy, and it just looks a mess. So we need to tidy that up. And then, yeah, coming out the front, it kind of gets a little bit, well, it's a little bit compacted here because I tell you what, let me spin you around. You can see they can't get their bins out. Like, this is from here to here about a foot wide, so it's a bit of a struggle. So what I've agreed to do with the customer is we're going to face this up here, sort of about head height, so they can still get the bins out. Trim this back as much as we can, but we all know that you can't take too much off of conifers. And then this conifer hedge here, and the japonica at the front, and then the laurels out the front, bit of pruning on the grass, and there's a couple of borders out the front that need doing as well. Move it back here. Go get the pictures for Instagram. dirty, dusty day, but we've got it done. Trees behind have all been pruned, the lawn's been done, this back hedge, these trees have all been done. So yeah, everything is looking a lot neater. We've really opened up the space here. This is all overgrown, coming right out to the borders as you saw this morning. So we've lifted up the crown of them, we've shaped them up. Yeah, and then hopefully there's talks about ripping out this hedge and putting in a new secure fence for the dog. But yeah, everything's looking nice and tidy, and hopefully the quote then gets accepted for the maintenance. So coming down the end here, I trimmed up all of these hedges so they can get the bin out. They didn't want to take it too much further because then it would just look awful from the roadside. So we've kind of kept this at a bit of an angle, which then leads out to the front, which has obviously all been done. And then the pyrocanthus has been cut. Oh, and that's going in. And then the front laurel hedges have been done. The lawn's been cut. And we're looking tickety-boo. Good morning. It's Friday. We made it, which is always a bonus. So today, do you remember this video where we dug out these borders? Well, the customers sort of changed their mind and they want kind of like another little odd shape on the edge of it. So kind of just marked out a half semicircle there. Other jobs for today, we're putting a trellis along this back wall to train the wisteria. And then we're going to pressure wash this side alley. And also going to be pressure washing the front driveway. Going to be giving this hedge a cut, and then also just having a clear up underneath the hedges. Good afternoon. It's Friday afternoon, and I've realised I haven't picked up the camera all afternoon. I just generally got carried away with doing jobs and forgot, but I think I gave you a walk around of this job this morning. So let me spin you around and show you what we've done. We've added the trellis, or the wires anyway, to sort of now do this wisteria. Samuel's dug out the second part of this bed. Again, looks like he's uncovered some roots, but just gives that customer that odd shape. She said that the circle was too formal, bearing in mind everything else is kind of wavy. And then the next job, just finished pressure washing and sanding the block paving. This was an absolute nightmare, this alleyway, just splattered everywhere. But Sam's out here just blowing off the last bits of dust off the floor, and yeah, he's done a fantastic job on this, really happy with it. The outcome is lovely jubbly. So yeah, that's us done. So back in the van, we are ready to go and pick up one of the mowers that's been repaired. The rear roller went on it, if you remember one of my videos. But yeah, what'd you make of the week, Sam?
Yeah, it's been good. Hot. But
Very hot.
we managed to get a lot done.
We did.
A lot of trimming.
And yeah, a lot of hedges, a lot of big tidy ups. And yeah, the whole team have absolutely smashed this week. So yeah, all we can say is that's it, over and done with. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe and follow. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Just pulled up on the driveway and someone is calling me.
What's happening?
Hey, you're gonna go live on YouTube.
What was that?
His brother's ground maintenance giving us a FaceTime on a Friday afternoon. There he is. He's gonna make the YouTube edit. Was he? So me and Phil, we are both into our blood oranges. We absolutely love it. Anyway, I'll catch you later.